Hello and welcome to another weekly trading log. So these are the official trades for the week. Just as an explanation, the official trades are the first trade that I make every day of the week. The rationale is that because I'm using settled cash rules and I'm starting with only about $600, then I won't have the capital to be making multiple trades a day most of the time. So therefore, rather than getting in and exiting quickly, I want to have one pick for the day that is right in an ideal scenario, or one pick that I exit with for a break even or quite quickly, cutting losers early. On top of these official trades, I have some what if trades, which I will not go into as much, but the main one was this Google trade here. So let's have a look. So these are the official stats. So officially this week, so these are just the official trades only, not the what if trades. So that's plus $720, and I got a profit factor of 25. So let's have a look at some trades. So this was the SPY for the week, big old bullish run, but of course, at least in my opinion, then the momentum is drying out slightly. So I think one just needs to be careful on longs going into next week. But we will see. I might eat my words on that. So let's go with Nvidia, small loss. And where's my trade? I would assume it's in here. There we go. Okay, yeah. So this was one where the market was a bit uncertain, but Nvidia had developed relative strength and it just had a pullback. But from what we saw, it had a wick that should have been a bit of a red flag with hindsight, and the poor man's one-op actually was had this little bearish cycle here, so that should have been a bit of a red flag as well with hindsight. So poor entry, in other words. But yeah, this went against me, and then I exited at the end of the day for a small loss. And with hindsight, if I'd held overnight, it would have been a very profitable trade, but I just didn't know that at the time. Yeah, so maybe with hindsight, holding overnight might be an interesting strategy for some of these trades, but I think for now I'm all right. Next, we've got Amazon long call, AMZM. And you can see here that, there's no exit bubble. But I am, well, anyway, this would be where I entered. Let me just check this. Okay, so this is the Amazon trade. So I entered here at the beginning of the day. We had this pullback followed by the 8 EMA cross. We, at the time of the entry, we had this sort of bullish looking poor man's one-op. And of course the market was up for the day. So yeah, I took this trade and I set an ATR trading stop. And you see this green line here and this red line down here. So the red line means that the ATR trading stop will exit a bullish position, and the green line means it will exit a bearish position. And obviously it's a market aware ATR trading stop, so it will tighten if the market goes against the trade, like here where the market goes down. So this ATR trading stop would exit in around here for a nice profit. The other one we'll look at is, we'll have a quick look at MA. MA just didn't quite go my way, and with hindsight, it was a bit of a rushed trade. And what happened here was I set an ATR trading stop and it stopped me out in here, but also it only had sort of 4 of the 6 criteria needed. So with hindsight, it didn't even have daily relative strength, I don't think. So yeah, look at that. So with hindsight, this was a bad trade, and I got out of it for only $5 loss. So I'll count my blessings on that one. Even though yes, if I'd held it, I could have made a small profit. AMD, that was cool. For some reason I thought it was Friday, so I made a more lotto style trade. But anyway, it turned out very well, and yeah, this was AMD. I entered here, had strong relative strength, had 6 out of 6. Yeah, poor man's one up here. It was really pushing it up. So this had everything of a good trade, and I was watching it, but I let the ATR trading stop me out at about here. You can see where the line here changes. So yeah, I got stopped out, and then I re-entered here as a what if, but I exited. I meant to exit here, but I accidentally held it overnight, so I exited in a sort of around here at the end for, I believe, roughly break even sort of price. But that was this second one is a what if trade. And then I suppose I might as well look at AVGO since we're here. AVGO. This was just a cheeky little sort of, this was a cheeky little like breaking through the cloud. Don't know where VWAP's gone. But anyway, it was, oh, there's VWAP. Yeah, so it was sort of like a little VWAP broke through the cloud. Market was at the time looking a bit more positive. And what happened, of course, was the market tanked, but the stock maintained relative strength. I did not set a trailing stop, and so I eventually exited here, ironically, just before this sort of end of day rally, but I didn't really know that was coming, which perhaps I should have with hindsight. So that's all the official ones, and I won't really go through many of these test trades. I'll just have a quick look at that Google trade, because that was a pretty cool trade. And what happened with that was, which day was it? Google Tuesday. So that was this day. So I must have just not posted or not put a bubble on the exit. But basically, I just took the long in here, and somewhere up in here, I must have exited, because this is a different day's trade, and that's Wednesday. So, and this is Tuesday. Oh, so that was Wednesday. Seems odd. Anyway, whatever. I'm not going to question it. Tuesday. Oh, I'm not going to worry about it. It's only a what-if trade. So, so yeah. So that's pretty much it. I did a cheeky couple of real trades, which, yeah, I think getting the real setup, the live setup, has been a bit more of a headache than I anticipated. But yeah, we are sort of good to go there. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to keep paper trading for the next sort of 10 or so weeks, maybe with a cheeky live trade if there's some really good setups and I'm set up for it. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.